Okay. I am going to open up chat. I'm not going to have my speech chat on, but I will have at least a chat on. So that way I will be able to see it. So pop that out. So, it's going to be very many. Okay. There we go, it's open. Okay. So if I go to the world, if I do mess up, I'm probably going to end stream, delete the stream, and start a new stream, by the way. But I'm probably not going to mess up. So, the goal of this was to make it as exact as possible, and then, like, for instance, that we ended up adding. The only thing that we really didn't worry about trying to make exact is the lighting in front of here. We kind of just did it where it made a little bit of sense. Otherwise, it is accurate. The only people who worked on this was me and Potcm. My username is randomwolf08 everywhere on all 3 platforms, on Discord, on YouTube, and on Minecraft. So, however, Potcm also has different usernames. Potcm and LJH is on their YouTube. LJH is for their Discord, and Lachi is for their Minecraft. Or at least that's, I believe, what they were playing on. So, yeah. And we did do a day 1, day 2 map. It was going to be more maps, but we finished it quite faster than we thought we would. So, anyway, if we look at this, the first day, this is what we had finished. However, we had changed things, of course. Like, for instance, this part, like this whole building, we had redone and everything. So, yeah. It is different, as you can tell. We definitely have things changed and everything. And yeah, that's that. We do have this as the completed map, though. I'll probably do the map one more time. But since I'm doing the video now, I probably won't. I don't know. Yeah. So, I'm going to make it so that way coordinates is off, so that way you guys do not have to see that. I'm going to make it so that way the majority of actually, you know what? I'm just going to go into F1, so that way you can see everything. Okay? So, first things first is we have this beautiful part here. And everything, you know? We have a beautiful place over here. We have the stone shop over here. We have the deep slate shop over here. And then, of course, we have the main place and everything over here. Okay, so let me just show over here real quick. This is what we have for over here. I really love how this ended up turning out with how difficult it was to figure out how it looks. As far as I'm able to tell, it is actually how it looked. Yet again, though, everything on here, as far as I'm aware, is how it actually looked. So, we did make sure, of course, to do all the plants here, as well as the flooring, including under the carpets. We tried to make that as accurate as we could by guesstimating. I also learned, that you don't really have to have everything like without any holes or gaps or anything, so I might start using that in techniques. And as you can tell, there's one stone brick slab right there. That is purposeful. That is something we had noticed and everything. We put it in there because this was to be exact as possible. Same thing with the glass, like the glass pillars over here is on the edge over here, where over there it's not. That's just something else we had noticed and everything. So I'm going to start out by showing off the stone area. This is what it looks like over here, as far as we are able to tell. I really wish, one thing I do wish is that there was like more of an entrance over here. Like I feel like I feel like it's just a bit plain. However, at the same time, that's also just because of the fact that this was the second part we built instead of the first one we built. So, you know. I do love the fact that there's these trapdoors with this little bit of an acacia thing. I love the fact of how the acacia was used and everything, and I do like this. This does look way better, I can agree. Um, yeah. Um, Honestly, my least favorite part about probably this entire build is right here. It doesn't match. It's because we wanted it to be as exact as possible, so it's just floating. you know? Um, this is probably one of my most favorite parts of the build though. This right here. Because it just like I don't know why, I just really like it. So, but we did make sure to try and get as many of the pictures as we could, and we did make sure that it is the correct picture. So, as well as the carpet, we did try and get that. Um, anyway, we go up here, and that lantern is a bit annoying, but eh. We do have under the stairs, of course. We have over here this whole area. I do love up here. I do wish that there was a lapis block over there. But, you know what? Not a big issue. Um, I very much like the style of this though, because it's like the red to blue type of ratio here. However, it doesn't like have one of them overpowering, and because it's redstone and lapis, it just like also perfectly matches. I just wish there was a tiny bit more red, because there really isn't much red, but there's like an entire like wavelength of blue. I don't know why I said wavelength. That is a kind of a weird way I said that. Anyway, um, but I do love the fact that there's also still the acacia with this with the barrels and the dark oak, because I found that as a theme like through the whole thing. Also, let me change my chat to be all messages. So, and I do like the fact that there's a light over here. So, you know, I like this. Up here, I feel like there should be more chests. Like, I had to double check there was not more chests, but there isn't. It's also, like, weird because as far as I'm aware, right here is literally a gap. There is no other place that I can find and everything, so I'm hoping that that's actually a gap, but if it's not a gap, then, well, big deal. Not the end of the world. Um, the chests are not filled. We did not worry about that. And yeah. Hi, I'm just doing the tour of our place. So yeah, also, I don't care about going around, so I'm just gonna go down here. So, going all the way over here. Got to go over to the deep slate area and show that area. Also, I really love the way that we did this and everything. And I love the way that Pikxles ended up making this walkway because it has like an elongated like walkway. I really like it. So yeah. As you can see, there is a lot of red carpet, which is something that I do like. It's contrasting from the other one. The other one's like a lot of light blue carpet. This one's a lot of red carpet, you know? Um, I especially like the way that there's more of these type of things where there's stairs with the glass panes, because that honestly just makes the glass like pop out a little bit, you know? Anyway. I do like the placement of the lanterns. They're centered over here and over here. They're like in between these, but still in front of it, and yeah. Although I wish that one and that one was relatively the same, but it's not. It's not the end of the world, though. So yeah, we have all of the different cuts and everything, as well as the actual thing of the deep slate over here. As well as if we come up here, I love this one except for that stair right there. That stair is just a little weird to me because can't really go down it. But I do like this one. We got the picture over there. We got the picture over there, of course. Gotta get all the pictures. I do like the way that the stairs in this building are, by the way. These are probably my favorite stairs to make at this point. I might continue to do that with more builds. Yeah, I do wish, like, I kind of wish there was stairs, like, right there, but it's not, so, you know, big deal. I do like the fact that there's a tint of blue in here, though, because the other one had a tint of red and a main of blue. This one has a main of red and a tint of blue, you know? I think I just said the same thing. Big deal. Anyway, I do know that we did try to make the actual deep slate seem like it's placed the way that it actually was placed. So hopefully we did that right. And over here, of course, we have the crafting table as well as all of the barrels with the buttons over and everything. Yet again, we did not fill the chests because that would have been just took and take way too long. Um, However, we did get the placement of all of the chests, so yeah, there's a lot of storage over here. So yeah, gotta go down again. Now we gotta go all the way over here, and I think I'm turning this way. So, also, I love the fact that this is like kind of a thing you can see through and kind of not. It's kind of nice. Um, Also, if you were wondering why there was a minecart up here, it's because we have Buddy up there. I think that's her name. We did put the helmet on him, of course. Got to do that. Um, yeah, we just didn't know a way for him to stay or her to stay. I don't know. But yeah, we do have this area here with and I love this garden bed. I'm going to start using more garden beds because of this build because garden beds are so beautiful. So, like they're just amazing. You know? But anyway, we have this build over here of the basalt shop. This is a beautiful build. Honestly, I like how it kind of pops out from everything else too, because it doesn't really match the same theme as the rest of this, you know? But it still looks like it could be here, you know? It matches, but it doesn't match, you know? Anyway, I really like it though. Yeah. I do like the fact that there's farms here, and yes, they do work. Same thing with this one. I'm not going to try and show this one because then I have to wait for it to go so that I can show over here and whatnot. Plus, I like it about here. But yeah, we have over here this whole area. I like this also. And of course, there's like a little mini parkour map and everything. So yeah, we of course got all the like different floorings. I do like how there's a variety. Over here, we do have all of the grindstones, the stone cutter, and the anvil over here. And of course, over here, we did decide to actually make the bridge. Now, because, well, let me just pick block this so that way I can go down. We only have so far we can go down with. So, there's that. We basically chose to just cut out the river, so there's a lot of border here, so we only chose to go so far down. And also because of the fact that we could only see from this angle, like this is the closest we got to it, we didn't get to see anything over here. We tried our best to make it look like it is and everything, but we don't know exactly if that is the case or not. Going back over here, got to just quickly show in here. Also, I love this area. It was complicated, but it's beautiful. We have the entrance area here, and I do like the fact that it is very large. Yet again, something I'm going to start using in my builds. But we have all of the area here where we have all of these inside of the in the item frames, and all of the carpet, and same thing over here. Also, we got this little main area for cobblestone. It's probably a good thing. If we come down here, this is something where we also ran out of room because we didn't realize. So what basically happened down here is we did the bottom 3 blocks, and the only place that there is an exception for that, of course, right here and everything, like in between the cobblestone and the stuff, is where the 2 blocks should be. Over here is the only exception. This is where I really just... This is where this area would be. So we brought this down here as if it actually is down here. So the blocks, or the chests that were right here, as well as the chest above this one and everything and stuff like that, does not exist. We just cut it out. Otherwise, all of this does exist, and the lighting and everything is correct, as far as we can tell. Anyway, I'm going to get out of this because I need to show a thing, and yeah. So, of course, we have the redstone area over here. This I kind of like a little bit better than everything else, just because it, like, ties in the red to the blue again, and it's redstone that's, like, being displayed. Yeah, that's just that. I do like this. I was the one who did this part. Um, and it took me a bit to figure out how you made the effect instead of, like, because normally you'd be, like, if I break, shoot. Like, normally if you break glass and everything, you can see it. Like, if I did this, like, I'm not going to see the rest of the glass, but I'm going to see that one hole right there. So it took me a bit to figure out how to do this effect. But once I figured it out, oh my god, I'm in love with I'm in love with it. So yeah. Yet again, we have nature over here. And this is the crane. I'm going to do a very slow thing where we slowly go up. So that way you can easily see all of the crane in all of its glory. Of course, gotta do that. Yeah, that's what the crane looks like. And of course, gotta show what the pickaxe does look like as well, since this is the main way you can see the pickaxe. Of course. So, now to show the actual redstone area itself, we have all of the redstone blocks with the trapdoors, because that does exist, you know. We got the redstone ore instead of just the redstone blocks, hoping that we got this in the correct place, but if we didn't, it's not the end of the world. As well as we got this area, don't know what this is, but chose to still build it. Same thing over here, we don't know what it is, but we still chose to build it. So yeah, is there anything I am missing? Because I don't think I'm missing anything. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, no, I already went over there. I think that's it. So let me just do a one thing going around it so that way it's easy enough to see everything.